The Butterfly Divas Championship, what were your thoughts on that championship? Because people, as time went on, hated it, hated it. But yet,
You know,
it's merchandise and it was selling.
it worked. I think there's something so special to me about the women's championship. And, it's just really, especially nowadays with everything going on. I mean, let's be honest. I don't really care what you got going on in your life, your race, sex, gender, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, the women were paving a way for women, and that was our thing back then. And so to be the women's championship, it was a huge, huge ordeal. And, the butterfly belt just kind of seemed, I'm not going to say less than, because when anybody wins a belt, it's an incredible experience. And that means that they've worked super hard to earn that. So if I were to earn that, I would have thought it was a huge thing for me as well. But just having the titles that I earned, they were just a reflection of who I was, a women's champion, a 24/7 champion. It's just who I am in my life. And so they have more meaning to me than, say, a butterfly belt. But I think to other people who want it, it would have that kind of meaning to them as well.
Of course, many people
Yeah.
had it, AJ Lee, Paige, other people like that. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like I bring my children, I have a 6-year-old daughter, I bring her to a wrestling event. She's very pumped to see the women wrestle, Bianca Belair,
Yeah.
Becky Lynch, people like that. She's very happy to see them. I got them championship belts. They weren't butterfly shaped, they were, championships are shaped like a belt, like the traditional, you have the women's championship behind you, the 24/7
Yeah.
championship shaped like that.
Yeah.
She already has butterfly shaped things, what I mean? She already has things
Yeah.
of that nature. So having a gold belt to represent your achievements and
Yeah.
contributions, to me, at least for me, because I never won a Divas Championship, but I'm sure I never
Yeah.
will, probably. You never know. Society's strange. So though I think her having a belt to buy makes her feel like, oh, I'm like the people on TV.
Yeah.
Not just wrestling. Any aspect of track and field, gymnastics it's a gold medal. It's not a
Yeah.
butterfly shaped medal.
100%. Well, and that's a great example. It's like you look at the Olympics and it's like you just know it's a round gold medal. Like that's legendary, And so when you change the shape, yeah, you get it's like new age and trying to have creative ideas, but sometimes just having that legendary thing, it's like, yeah, you've earned that after years and years and years of people competing for something like that.
Of course. Now, you've inspired so many people over the years because when you came into the WWE, it was through a Divas search contest. And obviously, the weight on your shoulders is going to be heavier than someone who was like, well, I worked from high school gymnasiums to the indies to the WWE. I've earned this spot.
Yeah.
What kind of pressure would you give to another person, a girl or a guy, trying to get into the business, realizing there are different avenues? It's not just
Yeah.
follow the way of the indies. There are ways to get in. Plenty of people are coming right from high school, from college, in this new performance center way. They're grabbing people. What advice would you give to someone who's realizing they're not coming in the traditional way?
Well, I think it's just believing in your way, thinking outside of the box. Yes, there's always people like you get role models, right? Like I have role models in so many areas of my life. I have coaches in areas of my life, but I don't want to be them. They're already here on this planet. Like I need to be the next greatest me. And you see this with wrestlers. There's no two wrestlers who are alike. They're all so unique in their individuality and how they got there. So for me, I didn't even know there was indies. I didn't even know that existed. I mean, it wasn't even a bane of my existence.
Right.
So for me to get there, I thought that was the way to get there. And so people have other ways. Some people get to stardom and then to wrestling. Some people they're wrestled through high school, like you were mentioning. And so it's whatever your gifts are and just pursuing your ways and discovering that on your own. And that's what makes you unique to this company.
I love that when you said, "Who I want to be the greatest me." There's
Yeah.
so many ways to get here, but I want to be the greatest me because so many people are compared to other people. But what about me? The whatabisms. Oh, why does
Yeah.
that person have this and I don't have this? Why does that?
Yeah.
Well, maybe because you stop comparing yourself to other people and focus on yourself.